Hey there, Virgo. Welcome in to Great Awakener Ether Realm. My name is Kimberly, and I am going to do an astrological report for Monday, January 27th through February 2nd. Okay? So, to start off with, the moon on Monday is in Capricorn. That is your fifth house. That's the house that I call the fun house. Has to do with children, creativity, and romance. Okay, it is trine to you, so very laid back aspect. Okay, so first off, the moon is going to make a sextile to Capricorn, or excuse me, to Saturn. Saturn is the natural ruler of Capricorn. So you kind of got a bit of a mutual exchange going on here. Sextiles are very soft aspects. Pisces is your seventh house of partnerships, whether romantic or business. It also has to do with open enemies as well, just to throw that out there. So Monday might be a good day for you to have a little romance with a partner. Seeing if you have children, starting a creative project with a partner, somewhere around those lines. So we then have the moon coming in to making an opposition with Mars in Cancer. Now, a couple weeks ago, I've spoken about this these last couple weeks. We had a full moon in Cancer at 23 degrees. Mars has moved to about 22 degrees by now, but the moon is going to come in and hit that aspect, that axis again. Okay. So, again, I went over this in my later video, so I'm just going to touch on it real quick. Okay. Mars is in retrograde. It's been retrograde since December 6th. It started off in Leo at 6 degrees, your subconscious sector, and then it moved to your friendship sector. Okay, friendships, dreams, hopes, and wishes. Okay, so now the moon comes in and hits that aspect again. Something was illuminated here around your friendships and hopes and dreams. Okay. And now it's kind of solidifying. You've recognized it, and now it's kind of time to take action on whatever was illuminated here. We also have the moon trining Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is your ninth house of expansion, long distance travel, higher learning different languages. As to where Uranus has been in Taurus for 6 or 7 years now, okay? And Uranus is all about epiphanies, ideas. It can bring chaos, but the reason it brings chaos is for you to have those epiphanies and ideas, okay? Uranus is dubbed the Great Awakener. It wakes you up. And with it being in your ninth house for the past, 6 or 7 years now, you've probably had a lot of awakenings going on with higher learning and long distance travel, all of your ninth house subjects, okay? Trines are really nice aspects. You can't really go wrong with it. Also, the next day, we'll talk about that just a little bit later, but Uranus is about to come out of retrograde, which is when you can kind of finally start taking action, okay? Also happening on Monday, we have little Mercury move into Aquarius, where it forms an immediate conjunction with Pluto. So, Mercury is all about commerce, community, communications, short distance travel, okay? Mercury is also rules your sign. Okay, so Aquarius is your sixth house. You are the natural ruler of the sixth house. Okay, so even though it's at a quincunx, which is 50 degrees, okay, excuse me, 150 degrees. I don't know why I just said 50 degrees. 150 degrees. But it's at a quincunx. Quincunx are usually kind of, they're a creative aspect, but it kind of creates uncomfortableness. Okay, so it kind of gets you going a little bit, but it's not like as to where oppositions and squares, are hard aspects, and then sextiles and trines are your real soft, nice aspects. Quincunxes are kind of an in-between, right? It's uncomfortable, but it can create, get your creative juices flowing as well, okay? So two sides of the same coin. So when you have your ruling planet conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, your sixth house of daily habits, health, anything that you do on a daily basis, okay? Go to work. Pluto has just moved into Aquarius permanently in November for the next 19 years. You're going to be having a lot of transformation in your sixth house. And then your ruling planet comes along to light it up even more. Last week, we also had the same aspect with the Sun conjuncting Pluto as well. So kind of the same aspect is Pluto is just really getting hit right now. So we also have the moon coming in to make a sextile to Venus and Neptune, excuse me. So you have, romance, children, creativity, fifth house, with a sextile to your seventh house of partnerships, okay? Venus and Neptune are like the softest planets of the zodiac, or of astrology. So let's see, that happens on Tuesday. So yeah, Monday going into Tuesday, of course, again, it depends on where you are in the world, okay? But Monday night going to Tuesday, you should have a real, nice time, honestly. It's very soft, okay? The moon, later Tuesday night, the moon enters Aquarius, okay, where it makes a conjunction with Mercury and Pluto, just hitting that aspect even more so. So the moon rules Cancer. Cancer is your 11th house of friends, okay? And so, let's see, you might be spending some time with friends at work, maybe going to the gym, maybe starting a new health routine, a new work routine. There's so many things that this could really highlight. But your sixth and your seventh house is really on fire right now, okay? Then on Wednesday, the 29th, we have the moon moving into a conjunction with the sun, which makes a new moon at 9 degrees. Again, a lot of emphasis on your sixth house. New health routine, new work routine, new daily habits, changing those around. So the sun is at its detriment in Aquarius. The sun rules Leo, okay? So the sun can't really do its best work in Aquarius, as to where the sun is all about the ego and the moon is all about emotions. Aquarius is more about community. It is about individualism, but individualism and how you can do your part in the community, right? Which is something that Virgos know very well, okay? So, your sixth house is lit up, and it's very good aspect for you because you're the ruler of it. You're the traditional ruler of it. Okay. So then the moon moves into a trine with Jupiter in Gemini. Gemini is your career sector, 10th house, career reputation. About a day later, the sun also makes an exact trine to Jupiter. So Jupiter is also in its detriment in Gemini, where Gemini is all about community, early learning, building fences, short distance travel. It has to do with like your siblings and your neighbors, okay? Jupiter is the natural ruler of Sagittarius and the traditional ruler of Pisces. It's all about expansion and no boundaries, long distance travel, learning new languages, learning about new cultures. So you have the two biggest heavy hitters in astrology in their detriments right now. But then you have the moon and then the sun coming in to trine Jupiter. And it's almost like they're saying, like, I got you, buddy. It's okay. They're exchanging good energy between each other, trying to give themselves a little more charge, even though, Jupiter is retrograde, but just until February 3rd. It's going to be out here pretty soon. Okay, so it's really just at a standstill at the moment. So, yes, when you have so this is your work sector, right? And then Gemini is your career sector. So you may be having a lot of stuff going on with people in your work and, substantiating something in your career, okay? Expanding something in your career, okay? Just putting in the work to expand your career possibly and or reputation, okay? We also have the moon sextiling Chiron in Aries here. Chiron is your other ruling planet. We spoke about this in length the last two videos. Sextiles are very nice. Chiron is the wounded healer, which has been doing a lot of work in your 8th house since 2018. Wounded healer, healing a lot of wounds. 8th house, finances, other people's money. Also sex, death, transformation. It's a huge transformation house. Scorpio is the natural ruler of the 8th house, okay? And we have its ruling planet Pluto in your 6th house now for the next 19 years. A lot of transformation, a lot of awakening going on here, okay? So on Thursday, we have Uranus turning direct. It's been in retrograde for about 5 months now. Again, it is your 9th house of expansion. This is a time when all of those ideas and epiphanies and things that you've been thinking about, long distance travel, learning new languages, maybe going back to school, once it goes direct, it's, game on in that sector, okay? But then we have the moon coming in to actually square it at the exact same time that it's turning direct. So just a lot more amplification on that, okay? Changing your daily habits so that maybe you can learn a different language, So many different things can be happening, but you have so much highlight on your 6th house, okay? Let's see. Then the moon enters Pisces, okay? And this is the same time that the sun is going to make a trine to Jupiter as well, which we already went over. So the moon comes in and squares Jupiter, okay? Partnerships, career, okay? You have a whole lot of stuff going on here with 6th and 7th house. 7th house, partnerships, but romantic and business partnerships, okay? Something's going to come in here and wake up your career and your partnerships sector here, okay? Kind of went over some of this already, so I'm trying not to repeat myself too much. We also have the moon coming in to conjunct Saturn, okay, again, is the natural ruler of Capricorn, but is the traditional ruler of Aquarius as well. So again, a lot more emphasis on your 6th house there, okay? Let's see. Going into Saturday, we have the moon coming into sextile Uranus and trine Mars. Again, your awakening sector, 9th house of expansion. Uranus is going forward now, so it's ready in this section. And then your friendship sector and partnerships. So maybe you might be wanting to do some travel with some friends. You might be going to school and meeting new friends. Pisces is also a very ethereal sign. So when you have, all of these aspects in your partnerships, you might be finding your soul tribe, yeah. So, trines and sextiles, can't go wrong with that, right? So we also have something that I can't get enough of. We have got Venus coming into conjunct Neptune at the same exact time that the moon will also conjunct Neptune, Venus, and the North Node. Okay? This will not happen again in our lifetimes. They will not align like that. The North Node is all about like destiny, the future. Okay? The moon it represents your friends. Okay? Is all about emotions. Venus is exalted in Pisces. It can do its best work in Pisces. And Neptune is the natural ruler of Pisces and is the higher octave of Venus. You have all of these coming in to align at 27, 28 degrees. Okay, and that's on Saturday. Again, you will never see this aspect again, not like this. Neptune is a very slow-moving planet. It is going to go into Aries later this year. I believe it's March 30th. And it's going to go forward a bit, and then it'll go into retrograde. It'll come back into Pisces for a bit, and then next year it'll be staying in Aries. Okay? And so you can't... Another thing that I like to point out is that Venus is going to go... So we have all these planets coming out of retrograde, okay? January 30th, Uranus turns direct. February 4th, Jupiter turns direct. February 23rd, Mars turns direct. And then, to throw a wet blanket on everything, Venus will be going retrograde March 1st. All of these planets are going to be coming out of retrograde, and then Venus decides, nah, I'm going to go to sleep now. So just to give you a heads up there. February is going, everything's going to start coming out. So you're going to be like, okay, now I can start doing things. And then Venus kind of just like, no, I think I'm going to take a nap. So, yeah. But anyway, back to Saturday. This is a once in a lifetime aspect. Okay. I can't put enough aspect or emphasis on it. That is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. Again, romantic or business. That's a very ethereal conjunction. Neptune, the planet of dreams. Venus, the planet of values, partnerships, okay, and love. Venus is about 3D love. Neptune is about like 5D love. Okay, it's very spiritual. It's very like universal love. Okay, and then you have the moon coming in, which is all about emotions. This in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so Saturday looks to be like a very nice day. Okay. Then the moon moves into Aries, which is your 8th house. 8th house is a very private house. It has to do with, again, with little Chiron there. Again, it has to do with other people's money, sex, death, transformation, intimacy. So You might be having some intimacy with a partner going into the weekend, just kind of wanting to hunker down and, you know, um, and then of course you have Mars here, and then the moon, representing your friendships, you might hunker down with a friend, you know, you never know, but a whole lot of emphasis on your 6th and 7th house. But then the moon makes a sextile to Mercury, your planet, is going to be about 8 degrees by this time. It's going to be right between the Pluto, Mercury, and the Sun. And the moon is going to come in and make sextiles to all those planets one by one. Okay, very nice aspect. Again, you're the ruler of the traditional 6th house, so very nice aspect for you. Okay, this weekend looks to be very, relaxing and ethereal. Okay, so, and that is the 1st and the 2nd. So I'm going to leave it there. I do offer personals for astrology, tarot, other healing modalities. I am having a sale on Reiki for an hour of Reiki on my website if you're interested. Yes, Reiki, you can do distance Reiki. I work on my family members all the time who are in different states. So a lot of people ask me that. So I just want to point that out there. So if you'd like to visit my website, you're more than welcome to. But we will continue this next week. If you want to like and subscribe, share, what have you. But you're looking to have a really nice week this week, Virgo. Okay? So until next time, bye.